look at what's happened in Bitcoin, okay, first of all, we have a long-standing track record of calling this rate up and down. The red is when we're short, the green is when we're long. Okay, you can, like, this is very unfortunate for people whose entire religious being is in this ticker, and they're told that you can't do that, right? You can't time markets. No, you can't, right? And you need to hope and dream that this thing should just be bought and bag hold. You know, again, what we're trying to help you do is risk manage it, and we've done a fantastic job of that. When something's volatility goes to 40, like, we're not talking about the VIX being in the fuck bucket. We're talking, that's north of 30. We're talking about 40 is where the 30-day realized volatility for Bitcoin is. Do people that trade Bitcoin or even own it know that? No, and who cares? Let them not know it, right? But again, that's in the 100th percentile on a 3-month look back, okay? That's not a buy signal. Until that volatility tones down, like it just did in gold, and when it does, I reserve the inalienable right, because I don't live in Russia, to buy Bitcoin back anytime I want. But I'll wait for the trend, which is just around 113,000, and you know that. The low end of the range is close to 100,000. Round number for the monkeys to understand, should be pretty conceptually available there. But again, all this leverage, don't forget that the bear case on Bitcoin, our bear case, is number 1, the signal, number 2, the signal, and then number 3, we could get into things like market structure, ridiculous levered equity bets, like the ones that Telecom Tom and Peter Thiel had people make. Like the BMNR is 70% lower from where they had the retail investor chasing it. I mean, it's a fucking disaster, right? I would never put my name on something like that. Again, different people with different goals, right? You know, Telecom Tom's willing to say anything. That's very clear, right? I'm not willing to say anything at all other than I risk manage my assets, okay? Yeah, this is a really good opportunity to really understand the difference. Like, when you have an opportunity to be in one community or another, that's really what we're talking about here, right? One risk manages things, one markets things. You know, there's two different things. Pumping and marketing versus risk managing, two completely different concepts. The power of hope is so strong that that's why you'll see, like last night, there was like just epic flow of hate for me, for just to call out the simple fact that we've been dead right every single time our signal's gone right on Bitcoin. This thing from here to here is minus 31%. All the while, you could have taken all the stuff you sold out of whatever. Again, if I say it's just part of your position, you're going to feel better, right? Okay, that's great, but that's not how I do it. When I'm out, I'm out. I don't have to own anything forever, right? So again, this thing is here, and you take all that capital and you put it in stuff that's going up. Why wouldn't you do that if you could do that? Because you can't. That's it. Because you can't. If you live in a van down by the river and crypto was your release, you can't trade bonds, gold, silver, understand the difference between those two. You can't do anything. You're stuck. That's why you're stuck in a religious cult, right? What we're going to do is tell you that anytime something breaks trend, another place is where that capital is going to go. We work too damn hard, all of us, for our hard-earned capital to disrespect it in any other way. Thanks for watching Hedgeye on YouTube. If you haven't already, make sure to click on the button below there. Subscribe to our YouTube page. You can also follow the link in the description to our website to get even more great investing content.